Hi Addison, I wanted to respond to your video because I found it very interesting that you actually saw the process of a mother giving birth to a child when she was under doing substances and unfortunately watching the child go through withdrawals because of said substances, and how it affected you personally, and how you saw this. It was very interesting to know, because I didn't really know, or I didn't really process the fact that the babies do actually go through the withdrawal system, withdrawal of a drug, because they are technically consuming it through the mother, and they do go through withdrawals. I completely, that kind of like went over my head. Um, and it's a very sad thing to witness, especially if that was someone that you were close to, or like, for instance or example, you saw the signs and they couldn't get help, you couldn't help them with it, and then you saw them, unfortunately, not unfortunately, but you saw them give birth, and the child unfortunately went through the same withdrawal systems, or as the mother did. And actually, it's like, I feel as though that is like really sad, and I couldn't ever imagine watching couldn't ever imagine watching that in front of my face, or like play live in front of me and I was just a bystander. I could never imagine seeing that. I don't know what I would do, or how I'd react, or if I'd say anything or not. But I'm sorry you had to see all that. Um, and I really liked how you did point out that the kids do go through the withdrawals as the adults, because they are consuming what they consume. Um, and I liked how you gave a personal experience on how on this issue, and your one of your relatives going through, going to, I think, going to jail, and then coming back and getting well, not coming to jail, or getting rehabilitated, and it really saved his life. I do believe that rehabilitation is a main factor on how people should be able to quit, how people are able to quit, because, like you said, going to jail, and sometimes even in jail, you can still get said drugs. Because I know, not I know, but I know some people are able to still get some certain substances in jail, and so then basically sending them off to jail wouldn't work at all. And I know some people are able to get some drugs in jail as well, and how that could make them potentially worse off than if they didn't get caught with the drugs. But I like the fact that you talked about how you were homeschooled, so, and then your life was mostly unstructured play rather than education, which I kind of envious of, because my mom had two jobs, not two jobs. She had a job that basically asked for attention almost, like, asked for attention almost like 24/7. She was gone from morning and came back late at night, and I didn't get to really experience that because technically I didn't have parent supervision. And also I was put in the trust of my neighbor at the time, which honestly, it was like kind of weird now that I think about it, but she wouldn't let me go outside and play with the other kids. I was only supposed to sit down and sometimes not even watch TV, just sit down in front of the TV and wait until everyone else got in, or I'd have to sit in her room and do honestly just nothing. And how that kind of really affected me growing up, because when I started elementary school and stuff like that, not elementary school, when I actually like past kindergarten, because kindergarten you're kind of like doing whatever. Past kindergarten, I didn't really know how to socialize with the kids around me, and I came off as very annoying, because I was so excited at the time to be able to, like, interact with people my age, talk to kids, because I'm not an only child, but I was basically treated as an only child, because my sister had already graduated. She already moved out of the house, so I was basically just an only child. And I was kind of like really desperate for friends, so I would just hang out. I would just randomly just hang out with different groups of people, see if I liked it or not. And I realized that because I didn't really have that unstructured play, I didn't really know how to socialize with kids my age, or I came off as annoying, or like I knew I came off as annoying. I was an annoying kid, annoying, and didn't really know how to interact with the kids really my age. And when I did finally have a friend, I found out, I think 2 years later, that she wasn't really a good person. And I was kind of just like, kind of holding on to the fact that this is the only close friend I have right now. I'm just going to hold on to her as long as I can, even if she's not really a good person, or she's not someone I would be friends with now or then even. But she was the only person that really was close to me.